How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Something pretty crazy just happened, and it shows you why we need Bitcoin. It actually shows exactly why we need it, and BlackRock has just talked about why Bitcoin is so important for times like this. Now, I will say I apologize because I just came back from the beach, was at the beach for a bit, saw this, had to come back. Also, let me just do one thing real quick. It is very hot in here. All right, now we should be good. Let's turn on a little bit of air here. But we just had something pretty crazy happen with the former President Trump. Apparently, he got shot at. Now, whether you believe this or whether you don't believe it, either way, all roads lead to Bitcoin. Let's talk about that. If you don't mind, if you like this, hit subscribe. Turn on the bell notification so you can see future videos just like this. Also, there's going to be a link underneath the video to Margex where you can trade cryptocurrency using leverage so that way you can try to amplify your returns. I think of it kind of like a car, right? Cars can be dangerous, but they can also get you to where you want to be much faster. So if you want, you can check out the link underneath the video to Margex. There's also a big Caspa airdrop going on right now. Even if you're using other platforms, maybe you want to try out Margex as well. Let's start here. CNN says a person has been detained after an incident at Trump's golf club, and officials believe the intention was to target the former president. Now, they don't mention right here, but, apparently there were shots fired. Zero Hedge says Trump safe after shooter with AK-47 reportedly targeted former President Trump while golfing. Gives more information here. Walter Bloomberg says New York Post says two people were firing at each other outside of Trump's golf course. Trump was never in danger. But even CNN seems to think that, this person was going after President Trump. And I find this so interesting. I brought this up to someone, actually at the beach, and they said, well, who knows, right? Who knows if this person's actually trying to shoot Trump? Who knows if it's someone that Trump or the Trump administration has hired to, go after him to make himself look better? The crazy thing is, no matter which way you view it, all roads lead to Bitcoin, as I said earlier. Think about this, right? Just recently, BlackRock specifically said, BlackRock says Bitcoin is a hedge against increasing global disorder and declining trust in governments, banks, and fiat currencies. That was this week, right? Now, if, let's say this is actually like an assassination attempt, right? This is the second one that's happened in a couple months, supposedly, right? So there is global disorder. We're seeing a president get attacked multiple times. So, yeah, that kind of uncertainty, maybe you don't trust to put all your money in a bank. Maybe you don't want to put it in something that's centralized. Maybe you want to store it yourself, away from the governments, away from the people that can't even protect their own president from getting shot. Now, what about if you're on the other side? What if you think this is BS? Like, either you just think that this is a stage, right? This is staged. Now, from that side, think about how crazy that is, right? The fact that something like that can happen, that a president could stage trying to get shot just to get more votes. And I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying some people think that. Think about how crazy that is. In that case, yeah, maybe again you distrust the government and you think there's more global disorder. You don't trust the banks and the fiat currencies. They're all tied in with the government anyways. Maybe you want to go buy some Bitcoin. Like, this kind of uncertainty, I think, points back at why all roads lead to Bitcoin. And while the price of Bitcoin hasn't really moved up or down much on this news, just a couple $100, pretty much staying in the same range, the fact is, as time goes on, more and more people will distrust the government, more and more people will distrust banks, more and more people will distrust companies, more and more people want their own personal information private. They don't want entities to know exactly how much money they have. They don't want entities to know exactly where they're holding all their money, right? Whether it's governments, banks, they're all, somewhat related at this point. So yeah, maybe they do want to go self-custody some Bitcoin, which does force up the price over time. Let's just see if there's any other news on this. It is kind of crazy. This continues to happen. Again, either way, however you slice it, I think it would be pretty unlikely that it's just a random shooting, like right when Trump's playing golf right outside of that. Maybe it is the case. Maybe that happened. But an AK-47, I don't know. Seems a little bit weird while he's playing golf there. Obviously, we have the FOMC meeting. I see someone talking about how Trump said that he hates Taylor Swift or something like that. That was a weird comment. I think he said on Truth Social, "I hate Taylor Swift," and I get like the whole thing that happened there. Apparently, there's something that came out that said that Taylor Swift endorsed Trump, and she said that she never did, and she actually endorses Kamala, and now he's saying this. Just a weird situation altogether. But overall, again, just more global uncertainty. Who knows who to trust these days? Who knows whether, this is fake or real, or whether it's staged, or whether, this is the worst tragedy that we've seen, right? Someone trying to become the president getting shot. Who knows what's really happening? I think there are only a handful of people that really understand everything that's going on. They're really well connected. They have a lot of money. Maybe you want to just trust a piece of code. Right? That's a cool thing. And well, there is summer boring time for Bitcoin, right? I don't think that's the best way to put it, but there's just like this time where Bitcoin's gone sideways. The fact is, it will move pretty quickly at some point when people understand, hey, there's only 5.93% left. There's unlimited money. There's unlimited uncertainty in this world. There are more, global tensions, I think, than ever. It's more important than ever that we stay peaceful. And Bitcoin is peace. Bitcoin is truth. Bitcoin is, is perfect in a lot of ways. But of course, you have to do your own research, right? The price will be volatile, so make sure you know what you're doing. But let me know what you think about all this down below in the comment section. Let's try to keep it pretty civil down there. I know this is an inherently political video, and in general recently it seems like politics and money have been very well connected, or very closely connected. But of course, as always, we want to take other people's viewpoints and their backgrounds into consideration. Thank you so much for watching. If you do want to trade, we do have that big FOMC meeting, the biggest one until the next one. Down below, there's that link to MargeX where you can start trading today. You can trade Bitcoin, get your positions ready for this week. And of course, then after that, we do have some inflation data coming next week. If you haven't seen my last video, check it out.